GM everyone. Boa tarde, tudo bem? Awesome. My name is Okiki, I also go by Keeks. I'm the PM for Freighter, and I'm here to announce and kind of talk through a lot of what we've been working on with Freighter over the past few months, along with some very interesting updates. So quick background for me, PM for Freighter started about 3 months ago. Before that, I was co-founder of the Deepin protocol, and before that, worked on wallets and on-ramps at Aave, did a lot of fintech work at KPMG with crypto companies, and was pretty early with Circle and helped launch USDC. But to talk through the agenda for this quick talk, we're going to talk through very high-level overview of the history of Freighter, talk about some of the latest features that we're working on today, basically the current state, talk a little bit about the future features while also going through a demo of the new features that we're excited to show are live today, and talk about how you all can get involved with the future of Freighter. So, Freighter, formerly known as the Stellar Account Viewer, was originally built as a reference wallet for devs within the Stellar ecosystem. It focused on what we would call now Stellar Classic operations. And this is what a screenshot of it looked like back in the day about 2 years ago. But now we're seeing that over 40,000 wallets have been created within Freighter, the extension alone, which is pretty exciting when you consider it's only been live for about, let's say, 2 years in the form that we're looking at it now. And in this past year, basically in the last 9 months, over 100,000 transactions have been run through Freighter. And that's all thanks to you, the wallet developers, the dApp developers, and the users in the ecosystem. So thank you. And past that, I mean, we're seeing one RWA issuer alone issuing almost about $500 million in TVL for RWAs. And broadly, we're seeing over $1.5 billion in RWA TVL, which between that and the 800% growth in DeFi TVL in the past year, we're seeing that the ecosystem is clearly growing. We're seeing that people are building on top of Sorbonne. We're seeing new dApps, new services launching every month. As Esteban and many other very, very talented developers in the ecosystem can attest, they're building and composing on top of Sorbonne. And what we recognized was that users need a simple way to discover and access the best that the Stellar ecosystem has to offer. So we put our heads together, we looked at the different wallets that we've built and spun out, we looked at the current state of Freighter, and we said, how can we, within the SDF, create that next level reference wallet for Sorbonne, for Stellar Classic, and for that next stage of building in the Stellar ecosystem. Which is why I'm excited to present and announce Freighter Mobile. Freighter Mobile is a best-in-class way to discover the best in Stellar, and it's live right now on the App Store and the Google Play Store. You'll be able to see the best dApps within the Stellar ecosystem in an in-app browser on the Discover tab. You'll be able to toggle between the tokens that you're holding, managing trust lines, but you'll also be able to see some SEP50 NFTs, very much like the NFTs that you guys have been collecting after each of these sessions. And another pretty cool feature, on top of the transaction simulation that's already built into Sorbonne, we've integrated Blockade to be able to track malicious transactions, suspicious transactions, and surface that to the user. So when your users or you yourself are navigating through a dApp, maybe something a friend sent you, something on a Telegram or a Discord, and you're wondering, hey, is this sus? Is this a drainer? Blockade will be able to flag that for you. But we haven't forgotten about the developers. Freighter is still going to be a reference wallet for developers. We have support for SEP53 message signatures. So when you're going on those dApps and you're saying, cool, I need to sign a message to, let's say, perform an operation on Blend or another DeFi protocol, you'll be able to see exactly what you're signing. You'll also be able to kind of walk through the different invocations and authorizations that each transaction presents to you. And this is currently live in the extension, but we'll be bringing it soon to mobile. You'll also be able to add and update those custom networks. So without further ado, I will walk through a quick demo of the Discover tab. Basically, we're going to swap into some USDC using Expool. Shout out to Enrique. And then after that, we're going to deposit that USDC on a blend. So let's get started. So now with an Expool, we're going to scroll down to USDC, enter the amount. I'm feeling like I want to build a little bit of a savings account, so I'm going to go with 60 out of 99 of the XLM, get about 20, just shy of 24 USDC. But naturally, within the Stellar ecosystem, the first thing that you have to do, you have to add a trust line. Fortunately, Expool notices that and detects that and adds a little step to add the trust line. So we're going to do that. We're going to see that we're signing a message to add that trust line. Should be good to go. And once this is finished loading, we'll be able to swap into USDC. Cool. You see the details. Hit confirm. Awesome. And if we go to the history tab, we can confirm that this has been done. USDC, the trust line has been added. We go to the home page. We see that refresh. So now let's open up a quick new tab. Tap on blend. Connect our wallet. Ottimo. All right. Now we're in. Let's go through the first pool here. Scroll down to USDC. See the balance. I'm going to put the total USDC that we just got in. Supply liquidity there. Sign the transaction. And we're good to go. Easy peasy. Earning 9%. And yes, we are good to go. All right. So we're earning yield, all within the Freighter app, and it's awesome. Cool. So a quick talk through some of the, oh yeah, sorry, let me skip through. This was the backup. In case the demo didn't work, I had to make sure that all of these steps were covered. So a quick talk through future features. Obviously, we want to integrate smart wallets into Freighter, so that way users who don't want to deal with EOA key management are able to do that. In addition to that, we currently plan to implement things like contact lists, things like being able to send these NFTs, vaults to be able to see these blend positions and the positions of other tokens that you're holding that generate yield, for instance, RWAs, or maybe even vault tokens that represent specialized strategies, like some of the announcements that have been announced throughout Meridian. In addition to that, we also want to be able to track those particular positions across DeFi. So that way you'd be able to see, oh, hey, it turns out I have an LP position. Maybe I want to manage that, withdraw that, etc. But basically, in the future, we're going to keep iterating on top of what already exists in Sorbonne and create that user-facing reference wallet so that whenever there's a new SEP, whenever there's a new cap, and it presents UX benefits, users will be able to go to Freighter knowing full well that it's implemented well and that dApp developers who want to build on top of those new caps or SEPs, they'll know that their users have a wallet to go to see it. So, next question, what do you do now? Scan this QR code to download Freighter Mobile. Again, it's live now on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Use the Discover tab explore what the best of what the Stellar ecosystem has to offer if you're a user. If you're a dApp developer, again, download Freighter, test your dApp's UX on Freighter Mobile, give us feedback on what is and isn't working so we can make sure that the experience you expect for your users is exactly what they're getting. And reach out to me or anyone else on the Freighter team to make sure that your dApp is listed on the Discover tab. And for wallet devs, the best thing about Freighter is it's still open source. So if you have any interesting ideas for features that you want to see implemented on Freighter, you can submit a PR. You can take a look at the way that we've implemented certain features and figure out how to roll that into your own app. And more importantly, let us know what you want to see on Freighter. But yeah, please come talk to us right after this. Charles from the Stellar Development Foundation, he's been the GigaBrain designer that built the UX for Freighter. He and Fernanda from Cheesecake Labs are going to be talking through a lot of the Web3 UX design decisions that they've made and design improvements that they've made to make using Stellar dApps feel as seamless as a Web2 app. That's going to be right after this. And later today, Charles and I are going to be running a Stellar House workshop. And we're basically taking this as an open feedback session. Any and all feedback that you have on using Freighter, any complaints, bring them to me. I want to document all of them so that way we're able to prioritize them and make Freighter one of the best wallets, not just in the Stellar ecosystem, but in crypto broadly. So thank you for attending. That's my social. But yeah, any questions? One, going twice. Oh, question.
Has the Freighter team explored implementing smart wallets of some kind?
Yes, great question. So we've explored it. Right now, there are some UX hurdles on the protocol layer that we're working with the core team and the platform team to kind of figure out the best route forward. But the interesting thing about wallets is that it's very similar to fintech apps. Over the longer you wait, the more features become basically table stakes features. So a lot of the work that we're focusing on right now is basically catching up to the experience that you see in Albedo, in Vesio, in Lobster, basically catching up to those features, right? And those guys are excellent developers, so we have our work cut out for us. But yes, we are exploring integrating smart wallets, and we want to make sure that when we do, all the UX hurdles that you experience now with transacting on Stellar with an EOA are improved either on the protocol level or within the Freighter client. So yes, we are.
Any more questions for Keeks?
I think I know the answer, but I think it's worth asking. What about the extension?
Oh, we're still working on the extension, yes. And one of the fast follows past Meridian will be bringing the NFT support that we have into the extension, right? We recognize that at the end of the day, right, people have wallets on their phones, maybe those are more like their hot wallets, and they have wallets obviously on their laptops, which are still hot wallets, but maybe a little bit colder. We want to make sure that the Freighter extension is as close to feature parity with Freighter Mobile as possible. And a lot of the work that we're doing right now around refactoring is to make the work of working on two different clients as seamless as possible, so that way we're able to fast follow a feature on mobile onto extension, and a fast follow of an extension feature that makes sense for mobile, putting it on mobile as soon as possible. So yeah, we are. Thanks.